Development bako confusion bebre. Ghana's Parliament House. Senye gumbe na ebekọ so ho mo the next day no so parliament. Sanya so parliament so dia sakachumsios na ebekọ so ho. Minimisa wo bisa se assembly bio na esi Parliament House wo Endra Finance Minister Honorable Atuforsen or the 2026 budget no share so Parliament House wo. But minority leader Honorable Afanyam Haken versus majority leader Mahama Ayariga. And near echo so hono. And one for Speaker of Parliament, Alban Sumana Kensford Bagwin, we just like to the sense of Chema. Among for being identity. Just on Mokra no money, baby, or free. No money man say, Omuye nipa adanya, Omukute nipedi, and internet just Omuye nipadon. Speaking your lie. Matumebo, no baby in some so. Kindly subscribe to Trends GH on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok, BBR. Trends GH. Now, young Bonra assembly into details. Endra and a finance minister, Honorable Atuforsen, or the 2026 budget no copy more parliament. Now, we see yano and a minority leader, Afanya Marken, Ebusia, and also order Nanu Disem, Etubia. After that, no, and a majority leader, Honorable Mahama Ayariga, or also order Nanu Disem, Etubia. Now, after that, a Speaker of Parliament, Alban Sumana Kensford Bagwin, Ochem said, since Atuforsen, or the 2026 budget now by Shesuno, I was said. Omode business statement for consideration. Eshaso. E was send 70 bi ho ma. Omode call committee no na omoye ho adwuma. Eno na eye budget statement for consideration. No sane be ya ebusia omoba prepare na later no omaba Parliament House wo na omode aba eshaso. So Speaker of Parliament Alban Sumana Kensford Bagwin. All the business statement for consideration. Eshaso a eye Parliament omumates. Ono de all kan no. Eho ena ebusia minority leader Afanya Marken. O sorry ye. As Speaker of Parliament ono so na ebusia business statement na nebusia all kan eno and a minority side no endwem to a omodi ahyehyɛ so a yɛhwabra
order paper addendum at the commencement of public business. Item 1, presentation of papers. The following papers to be presented by the Minister for Finance. Roman 1.
Contract agreement between the Government of the Republic of Ghana, represented by the Ministry of Finance, Ghana Revenue Authority, and Chuda Investment Limited for the provision of public and digital inspection solution to modernize customs administration and enhance revenue mobilization.
Honorable members, the contract agreement has been duly presented. It is referred to the Finance Committee for consideration and report to the House. Honorable members, I manage the House. Please, let's complete the laying of the consequent papers from the presentation of the statement. Then I can listen to your leader. Please. The value added tax is read the first time and referred to the Finance Committee for consideration and report to the House.
The provision of residential asset service in or from the country and to provide for related matters.
3C.
An act to amend the National Health Insurance Act 2012.
The bill is read the first time and referred to the Finance Committee for consideration and report. 3D.
To provide financing for free secondary education, free tertiary education for persons with disability, and free education for persons with special needs, and to allow for the deductibility of the Ghana Education Trust Fund levy. Report on the petroleum funds for the 2025 fiscal year.
It's also referred to the Committee on Finance for consideration and report to the House.
So after this, I know the Speaker of Parliament, what him say, since I don't know control House, near ama minority side, no, or my sorry, or more tone, I know the or obstructed near air course or Parliament, one. After your marking, on can ask them, many.
Well, you all know it. It's great to be young. So, yes, minority leader.
Mr. Speaker, with respect, I struggled to catch your eye. Mr. Speaker, I was raising an important matter regarding the order paper addendum. Mr. Speaker, ordinarily, item 3 on page 2 is very consequential after the budget presentation. But Mr. Speaker, if you look at item 1I IV. Mr. Speaker, these are very serious matters. Mr. Speaker, my colleague, the majority leader, is here. In all fairness to me and my colleagues in leadership, Mr. Speaker, when these things happen, our back sometimes carries a certain impression as though we are in the know. There was no engagement. Mr. Speaker, we are dealing with a tax, a VAT exemption of $10 million being given to a company. This is the finance minister who is against tax exemption. I am saying that, Mr. Speaker, it is only fair that if the government side intends to do this, we discuss. Mr. Speaker, we had a pre-sitting. These important matters were never discussed. You look at, Mr. Speaker, a digitalization contract between GRA and Trudeau Investment Limited. Mr. Speaker, we don't know anything. It was a reason why I got up. Mr. Speaker, it is only fair. The practice is that the two leaders were engaged. But when you print other paper at the end, we don't know anything about it, then it is announced. Mr. Speaker, it is never the practice. I've been where he is before, and they know. Dr. Forson was here, and he knows that at every point, especially on addendum, he will never agree to surprises. He knows that. Finance Minister, be fair. Mr. Speaker, they shouldn't always create a certain impression that we are in this house to litigate on every matter. I feel very bad when they create that impression. It's not fair.
So minority leader Afanyo Makin, or the same way to Gary Yano, and Mahama Yarega, or majority leader, ne type pose Afanyo. Enti when tina ma sorry more to ndwum de wo no mates all can kindness speaker of parliament or no so no or government business ye standing orders no so chira se speaker kasa minority o majority o obi ani ho kwan so obe sorry agi se speaker waka ni nsem awie e ho na Mahama Yarega ochim se nea minority ye no obeka na dwen a kire omo na sania osopa Afanyo Makin ene minority wo ho no NPP Kenya miss call.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, the whole country is watching us. The whole world is watching us. Mr. Speaker, our rules are very clear. And 2 days ago, I had occasion to tell my colleague, the Minority Leader, that we must begin to honor and respect our rules. Mr. Speaker, our rules in Order 126 says that the chair shall be heard in silence, and the chair is the speaker. And let me read the provisions. It says that the speaker is responsible for the maintenance of order and observance of the rules of debate in the House. Whenever the speaker addresses the House, any member standing shall immediately resume the member's seat, and the speaker shall be heard in silence. Mr. Speaker, whilst we are addressing this House, and facilitating the laying of papers in this House, our friends opposite did not only remain standing in their feet, but were singing, obstructing, disrespecting you, disrespecting the chair, disrespecting the mace, and disrespecting the people of Ghana. Mr. Speaker, you may choose to tolerate that, but this side of the House will not tolerate that. Mr. Speaker, based on Order 33-2, I want to raise a question of contempt and abuse of privilege. Mr. Speaker, we must begin to enforce our rules. Mr. Speaker, this side of the House, we can march you 2 by 1, 2 by 1, 2 by 1. And after we have marched you 2 to 1, 2 to 1, we will still have excess of over 30 something. Mr. Speaker, I demand that the Minority Leader now apologizes to your good self for this gross misconduct and misbehavior. Mr. Speaker, if he does not, I will raise a question of contempt of Parliament and abuse of privilege and ask you to rule on it now. This House will not be abused by Honorable Afenyo-Markin. He's too small. He's too small to abuse this mace. He's too small to disrespect the speaker whilst all of us sit and watch you. So I am raising a question of contempt of parliament and breach of privilege, and I'm asking you to rule on that matter. Refer all of them to the Privileges Committee. We have their identities, we recorded it, and Mr. Speaker, we will have the Privileges Committee go into this. Mr. Speaker, as the majority leader and leader of this House, and as the Speaker, we owe it a duty to this country to make sure that the institution of Parliament, its image, its integrity, its reputation is maintained. We will be reneging on our responsibility if we allow behavior like what we have seen today to persist. Mr. Speaker, what they have done, persistently violating our standing orders, standing whilst you are addressing the House, singing disrespectfully whilst you are addressing the House, clearly falls within the prohibitions of Order 31-0, acts affronting the dignity or authority of Parliament. We cannot allow Afenyo-Markin and the Nkitikiti minority to destroy the image of this House. I don't have a problem. I know they have destroyed the image of their party already.
That's right. That's right.
And I earlier indicated that I know Ghanaians who are asking if it is not too late, they want to replace the MPP opposition with the CPP as the official opposition. But they have gone too far, Mr. Speaker. And I raised a question of contempt and abuse of privilege, and I invite you to give a ruling on that matter, Mr. Speaker.
And on the Speaker of Parliament, Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagwin Ochem said, minority and majority, Muninano Ajabro. Me and I'm the father of the house. A ban of parliament, a given way there, me Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagwin, Yenny Kamin Fruma. Since 1992, Matina Parliament wa ebesi sabruwe. Obi any war more nim chan odon. Into ni minia oye. E one Speaker of Parliament ebusia. So parliament ni gumbi a odi asaso ho. O chema.
The issue that the minority leader has raised, the effect being that the leaders of the House having consulted on some items, based on the lack of their consultation, those items should not be brought to the House and be given to the House for them to consider the government business in that respect. I find that very unfortunate because no decision is taken today. It's just business that is being presented to the House. And the matter, as I've stated earlier, has been referred to the relevant committees to consider and report to the House. The House will now have the opportunity to debate, to deliberate, to do what they want with the business that has been referred. So the fact that the two of you have not been able to consult each other should not prevent the Speaker from admitting the business to be presented to the House for consideration. Not at all. It's a matter that you, the leaders, could discuss later on. But we have business to do. As part of my duty as a Speaker is to protect the minority. It's also a duty of the Speaker to make sure that government business is not obstructed. I did that from 2021 to 2024, when those to my left were to my right. I'm doing the same now. At the appropriate time, the Speaker will take the necessary action to bring real discipline and order to this House. It's not that what you do doesn't hurt me. It does many a times, because you all accept that I'm the father of the house. And sometimes you get up and say, with the greatest respect, then you are wondering what kind of respect that is. Those of us who were hunters know that anytime the monkey wants to bite you, It will clean the place first before biting. So when you get out and say with the greatest respect, I know you are cleaning the place, but you are going to bite. And many of you are not hunters, so you don't understand these things. Me, coming from Saito, I've learned a lot. Those of you who went to something international, that's where you are now. You are not a Ghanaian, you are not a European, you are not an American. We don't know who you are. This is what Ghana is faced with. No identity, no character, nothing. It's just a name that they are human beings. So how for do? I'll leave it at that.
And we shall send a speaker of parliament or can same way, you know. I want a cameras no a capture a fanyo marking. Just say majority side no almost a fanyo marking any na pam for. But na mahama yarga do chima near minority side here, you know. Now we refer omo to air the privileges committee because nyomwe you know ometia parliament embra. But Albans man a case of Bible switch the ma near AC you know and yes say government business. E be no near omo pese omo ye e wo parliament house wana. Emri pemu no on wan kasa be krake.